So let's go over some stuff. So, I gotta screen record this. All right, we're good. So if you're lagging, make sure to just. We'll go over that one later. So no dirty driving allowed. We've had this issue before with the Daytona 500, and yeah. So if we catch you dirty driving and really bad and like intentionally. For a lot of the race, you'll probably be penalized and told to move over or something during the race. So that's how it's going to go. Don't make blocks if you're not clear, obviously. So if you see if the game it shows on your screen that you're clear but you're actually not, then that's fine. But if you're obviously not clear and then you clear yourself, that's not allowed. You can't do that. Again, race clean, race everybody with respect. If you're mad at somebody, don't just try to take them out when you're in the middle of the pack, because that's just stupid and doesn't make any sense. So definitely don't do that. Yeah. And if you're being lapped, if you have like an issue or something, you're being put a lap down, had to go to pit road or something like that, just stay out of the way of the leaders. Don't try to block them when you're like 20 miles an hour slower, because that's just going to cause a big one, and that's going to make everyone mad and not going to do anything good. So try not to wash up the track. So try not to like ram into the apron, wash up into half the field, and try to wreck everybody, because we don't need that. If you have like an issue with your car or something like that, just try to stay out of the way. Don't LePage the field if you're slow. It's also that. So if you lose the draft, don't try to wreck people that are also losing the draft and try to cause a yellow. Don't try to intentionally cause a wreck, especially if it's in like a middle of the stage, because you're obviously going to get another caution. Another caution is guaranteed. Let me look. Yeah, so if you're racing extremely dirty, you'll be probably more heavily penalized. If we tell you to stop and like calm down and you don't stop, you'll be heavily penalized. That could lead to more suspensions, and eventually, if this keeps on happening during the season, that could eventually lead to some drivers getting moved down to Xfinity or trucks or lower series, something like that. Let me look. So if you have to leave the race for any reason during it, don't you're just gonna leave the race, not like disconnect, but you have to leave it to do something real quick. Don't stop in the middle of the track. Just like pull off to the side or something. I know you're gonna get laps down. But just do that. If you have to leave for good and you're not gonna be back in the race, obviously you just disconnect and it's not gonna matter. But if you're not and you're just gonna stop and you're gonna be back in like a minute, please just don't stop in the middle of the track, because that's just gonna cause a horrible crash and that's gonna make everyone mad. So So again, treat this race like it's important. Don't treat it like it's a random NASCAR Heat 5 race. What happens to your points if you disconnect? You'll still get them. I mean, if you disconnect on you already scored your stage points, you'll still have them. And then that finishing position you get, that'll be your finishing position for the race, and you'll still get those points that you scored for the race. Treat this race like it's not like a random Daytona race for NASCAR Heat 5 online, because it's not. It's the FedEx Cup Series, and the series has gotten bigger over time. So this is the most important race of the season, so again, just try to race everybody with respect. We do not need a repeat of the Season 2 Daytona 500 and the first half of the Season 3 Daytona 500, because that was a complete wreck fest. So what we want to do is have a repeat of Season 3 end of the Daytona 500. That was incredible. That was some great racing between 10 cars, and that was actually really good. So that's most of it. So again, with the point stuff, you'll score all your points, even if you get disconnected. You'll still get the points that you scored. If you get disconnected, then I'm sorry, but we won't be restarting the race. If it's qualifying, you're lucky enough to get disconnected with qualifying, I'll obviously just re-invite you, because it's just qualifying. So again, qualifying will be first. So how the race format's going to go for tonight? Qualifying is first. First of all, we'll have the pre-race show stuff. That's going to be after the Cup Series heat races for real NASCAR. So I have the pre-race show stuff. I don't know when exactly the green flag is going to be for qualifying, but we'll just see how it goes. So the pre-race show, have some interviews and that type of stuff. I'll let drivers get interviewed, maybe a few team owners if they want to, on Discord and just on the Xbox chat. So, that's basically it. So the pre-race show, I don't want to make it last too long, since I can't be on here for too much longer. So After like 11, 11:30, I probably have to be off. So I don't want to be on here too long tonight. So pre-race show, maybe half hour, 45 minutes. That's about it. Then we'll go straight into qualifying, and then the Great American Race, the fourth NASCAR FedEx Cup Series Daytona 500. So that's basically it for the drivers' meeting. I'll let anybody ask any questions right now if you want to. What was that? Well, I'm going to have it like all this posted later on the channel.